friends, coming to you today to share with you a quick little throw together recipe is what I call it. My mother-in-law gave me this recipe probably at least 10 years ago, and I have probably made it at least once a month forever. Now what it basically is a cold pasta salad, but you're using the ramen noodles. And my husband just loves this. I don't usually eat it just because it's pretty high in calories because of the ramen noodles, and it's high in sodium because of the bouillon flavor that it comes with it. But, with his crazy work hours, he a lot of times doesn't want an early big time meal and doesn't want a late big time meal, and it just seems to be a light enough meal where he enjoys it. Okay, so the ingredients are you need 4 packs of the ramen noodles. I tend to usually buy the roasted chicken flavor. It just tastes better than the regular chicken flavor. Now you could probably experiment with the different flavors of ramen noodles with the shrimp flavor and add shrimp. It's a free-for-all as far as adding to the ramen noodles. Now I'll show you how to make the dressing in just a minute. You add the flavoring to mayonnaise to make the dressing. It calls for one of those little cans of sweet peas, the 4 ounce. I've used a half a can before of the full size can, but I like this smaller can because the peas are actually smaller. You'll need some purple onion. The recipe does call for bell pepper. We're not big bell pepper fans, so I just use a little bit of the little orange sweet peppers, and a cup of celery, and a can of sliced water chestnuts. And I usually tend to chop those up just a little bit more. Now, what I need to do now is go ahead and cover my noodles with water, cook those for 5 minutes, and drain them, and we'll be ready to add everything to it. Okay, I've had my noodles boiled in the microwave for 5 minutes. I just broke them up with my hands, and I'm also going to tear the noodles apart just a little bit because, as you know, ramen noodles are about 6 foot long by the time you pull them up. So just make them a little more edible pieces to fit in your mouth. Now I'm just going to throw in my can of sweet peas, my chopped purple onion. I'll clean those bowls out in a minute. I'm one-handed here. A little sweet pepper, the celery, and then I chopped up my water chestnuts just a little bit more just because they were like the size of a quarter, putting it in your mouth, and you want them to be a little smaller bites. Now, to make the dressing, of course you had 4 packs of the ramen noodles. I usually don't use all 4 just to cut down on the sodium a little bit. I use 3 of the packs, and I just mix it in with 1 cup of mayo. So let me get the dressing mixed up, and then I'll show you what the salad looks like. All right, here are the 3 seasoning packets and the cup of mayonnaise. I got it stirred up really good. I'm going to pour it into the salad and mix it up real good. Okay, here's the salad. It's all been stirred up and the dressing is incorporated really well. I'm going to put this in an airtight container, and it'll stay in the refrigerator for up to a week. And my husband just comes and gets a bowl of it at a time whenever he wants it. Now, I've taken this places, and it's just been a big hit. So I encourage you to give it a try, or maybe play around with some of the ingredients. I've left out the bell pepper many times, and it's just as good. So I hope you enjoyed it. Something a little quick and easy. I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.